Hi, good morning. Welcome to the app. Today I'm joined by Cross again. It's 3 for 3.
Hello, kia ora. Thank you for having me.
Man, it's inked.
Yes, indeed. Still got the casing on.
Yeah. Is that a taco with a face?
Correct. Yeah. Shall I explain?
Yes, please.
So last night was. Do you know what? This is actually a great topic for the event. Actually, it was for the event. Sorry, for the podcast.
Yeah.
Last night was an amazing example of event marketing.
Sure.
So it was. So Broke Boy Taco, as you know, very popular in Aotearoa at the moment.
I am responsible for at least 5% of their sales this year. Deadass, I promise you.
Really? Oh,
promise.
That's good to hear.
It's bad, man.
It's.
It's like you guys. Just had to.
Need a framed picture of you on the
Yeah,
wall. In there or
no, bro.
something.
I'm royalty in there.
But do you know what? I've got something funny to tell you actually. So it's a really good event. Essentially, what it was DoorDash and Broke Boy Taco. I believe he agreed an exclusivity deal. I don't know if it's exclusive. I'm assuming it's exclusive. I don't know for sure. To launch with DoorDash next Tuesday. There's a couple of caveats they had to work out because obviously, you know, he's very, and rightly so, he's very particular about the quality of his food, which is why it's so good. And as many people don't know, there's queues all down the block. I've made content with them before. The first video, I think I've just done 2 videos, but the first video I did was like really insane views, which I was really happy with. But what they've agreed is on next Tuesday, they're only doing it in a 3.5 kilometer radius rather than the 7 kilometer radius.
Oh, okay.
And the driver is not allowed to, is it called double dashing, where they go and like
Do
another
orders?
order. So it's literally just that order. So they've really worked out a deal, which is good. But last night at St. Leonard's Brewing, which is a little like brewery up in, oh God, I'm so bad with Auckland geography, somewhere in, Kingsland it was. And it was a launch event and it was absolutely amazing because they had tacos there, but they also had secret menu items. There was like quesadillas, there was a burrito, and there was some other bits. And it was so many cool things were given out there. It was amazing, including free tattoos.
Yeah.
Now, what's interesting is you had a set of designs to choose from, and if you chose a big picture of Gandhi doing the Salt Bay action with Broke Boy underneath, you got $500 DoorDash credit.
Actual.
For I think 2 people did it.
Is it big? How big is the design?
Oh, about, what's that, 3 inches maybe?
Yeah.
But, hello.
That's like 7.
That's what I tell myself anyway. And so I got this one. It's a little taco with a face on it.
Yeah.
And I think, but also everyone there got $50 DoorDash credit, which is pretty cool. So I got that, loaded that up already. But it was an amazing night. It was really good event marketing. Sean from Broke Boy was there. He was really cool. But what was interesting is my mate Harrison, I've mentioned a few times this week, a few months ago, he made a video about Broke Boy's ramen. And he was a bit like honest about it. And he was quite like, oh, it's not good, whatever. Bro, they met last night.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the awkwardness was insane.
Actually.
Bro, Broke Boy fully called him out. But like, fair play. Like I say fair play to both of them. I say
Okay, called them out as in what?
As in I went up to the food truck to say hello to Sean, you know, dap him up, whatever.
Harrison was with you.
Was next to me, and then they started to have a conversation. But this other dude, pulled me away and was like, "Oh my God, Kels." So I didn't hear the full thing, but Harrison told me the feedback, and this is what I would say is fair play to both of them. They're both amazing guys. Harrison was honest in his review, potentially a little too honest. He was quite harsh, but whatever. You can't knock him for being honest.
Fair.
But Sean is an amazing guy who's going to defend his product. So absolutely, I back him. I back Harrison. I back both of them. They're amazing people who are really good at what they do. But yeah, it was a very awkward, very interesting exchange. So wow.
I love when you can like sense that. You could always sense that in a room.
Hell
like you cut the tension with a knife, and it's like
It's like butter. It was mad. Crazy. But yeah, so this is on me for life now. I have permanent branding for a Broke Boy taco on my arm forever. He said he's going to get a Curls one. Well, he better do. Sean, if you're watching this, Broke Boy, I want to see a Curls tattoo, bro. But that was good. And Izzy Adesonya's brother was there last night. So
nice.
I had a good chat with him as well.
Busky also got a tattoo as well?
Yeah, Busky also got a tattoo. He got a chili, and I think he got it on the other arm or something. But we decided to get it in the same place. So me and Busky kind of have matching tattoos to an extent.
Okay.
So yeah, pretty cool.
Go off, Pride Month. No, I'm joking. No, but I think the thing about Broke Boy Taco is it's really interesting, like their rise to fame. Because I'm pretty sure the guy that made them, is it called Sean?
Sean, yeah.
He wasn't famous. Like he blew up from his tacos.
Correct.
And I don't know how. I need to do like my researches, I think, because I have no idea how he blew up.
So he started making tacos at like Ortada markets, and he had like a little tiny little tray. What do you call it? A little mini grill.
Yeah.
And they were like 2-hour queues. It was crazy. And actually, one of my friends, Jasmine, who was there last night, she said that she actually queued for 2 hours about, I think it was like 18 months ago, whenever it was before they launched. And people would get so mad because it was like the most amazing tacos ever. But obviously, you never limited supply.
Yeah, for sure.
He's from, I think, Kentucky originally. He's got that southern accent. But then he lived in San Francisco for like maybe 8 or 9 years.
Yeah.
Met a Kiwi girl over in San Fran, I believe, and then came to New Zealand with her. It's his partner, amazing. And yeah, he started making the tacos. They blew up. And I've got to say this, right? I think they're amazing. Abdel thinks they're amazing.
Yeah.
Some people are like want to, say they're not amazing. Fine, like have your opinion. I just want to say a big thank you to Sean for what he's done for the country and for the food scene over here. Like, it's an amazing thing to see. We have a real hype product. It's so cool, and I don't care what people say. I think he's an amazing guy. I think he's an amazing product, and I will represent Broke Boy Taco forever. I think they're so cool.
Words to live by. I agree. I think there's like the proof is in the pudding. Like whenever I drove past, there's still like lines outside the store and stuff. I'm like, yeah.
And the bro's worked hard. Like, he deserves his flowers, man. He's worked hard. Nothing but respect for him.
Yeah. Broke Boy Taco, hello.
Hello.
We do have another seat over
Bro.
here.
or if you can't make it, then could you sponsor us some morning tacos, bro?
We can do that too.
Breakfast burritos or something.
All right, let's get into it. Posten, which is basically Norway's national post service. They made a fucking banger of a Christmas ad. And have you watched this?
No, I haven't seen it.
I'm going to play it real quick. Let me play it real quick. Wait. Boom. Oh. It's a bit of a long ad, but I'm just gonna like fully Norwegian ad.
Det var alle fra en, og en for seg selv.
Mitt navn Dasher, og jeg en av julenissens reinsdyr.
So it's just like documentary style thing
Men det var ikke han med fløyt.
about Rudolf and his like rise to fame.
No way, this is insane.
Yeah.
Han skulle alltid pushes.
And then he just gets more famous.
No way.
Det ikke min sak. Men når vi på jobb, da jobber vi.
Det beste er bare å se på det. Jeg føler jo nesten at jeg ikke kjenner han lenger.
And you like effectively like
My gosh, this is beautiful.
that's really good.
Han mente jo bare godt.
Eller, jeg tror ikke vi får levert noen pakker i år.
Jeg tror bare den tar en pause.
Brother, that's amazing.
It's such a good ad. It's such a good ad, bro.
I will say the Scandinavians, they know how to make dramas, bro. They know how to make this sort of stuff. That was so like simple yet hilarious yet brilliant. God,
Especially like that documentary style.
Yeah.
I'm so obsessed with that. It's so underdone.
Yeah, I agree.
With in this field, and I don't know why people don't do it enough. But yeah, it's man, it's
That
so
was
good.
amazing,
So
man.
you can like watch that over and over and over again, and it's not like shoving the service or product down your throat. It's such a good ad.
That was beautiful. What
It's
the
so
heck?
good. I think there's like some parallels in the way that they've displayed Rudolph, like as in like insert Rudolph as any celebrity ever. We do have this thing where like we love to like build a celebrity up or build somebody up and pull them down
Absolutely
just as
right.
fast, if not faster.
Absolutely right, we do.
And so, why do you think that is?
Gosh, it's an interesting one. I think it's complex. I think depending on what, normally it's tied to some sort of scandal,
Yeah.
right? I think one big thing is, I believe people call it virtue signaling, where it's like you want to be seen to be tearing someone down.
Yeah.
I will say another thing, as someone who obviously has a little bit of a platform.
Don't be humble about it.
I think no,
Put your balls on the
table. I think one thing I've noticed is that when people want to send a negative comment, they don't realize that they're one of potentially like thousands. So I think the issue is if I get like one negative comment on a video being like, oh, you're doing this wrong or whatever, okay, that's all good. But when you get 1,000, it's like you feel really, really attacked. And I think one thing that really, and don't worry, this is not turning into an open therapy session, but one thing that does, the only thing that ever really messes with my head is when you get, can I say shit on the podcast?
Yeah.
When I get shit from, can I say whoops? When you get it from two sides of a different argument. So, for example, I posted recently about the Hikoi, the Māori march, saying obviously I fully support it, I stand with Māori, and I always will, no matter what. And I had a lot of messages from people being very nasty about Māori and being very racist. And then I also got, and that was obviously to be expected, then I also got a small number of messages from Māori being like, you can't pick and choose our culture, like, what gives you the right to like post about this? And I'm like, no, but I'm supporting. And I'm like, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
If two sides of the argument are attacking me, well, they can't both be right. And it really does something to your head. So the point I'm getting at is when people fall down, I think that part of it is to do with the fact that people who are getting at these celebrities don't realize that their one little comment is one of so many they've seen that day, and the human brain is not designed to take that sort of criticism.
I think also, I don't know what it is, but I think it's, I think it's a bit reductive to just say they're just haters, because sometimes it is valid.
Oh, of course it's valid, yeah.
I think there's like a sense of like power in that, like dragging the person down. Like it's almost like an accomplishment that
nailed it.
I'm by myself, I am weak, but if I tag on with another 10,000 people, then like I don't know. I don't know if it's like a bit of power thirst or what.
It's power, it's thirst. It's also like it's a literal adrenaline. Like I remember when I think someone posted, I think it was maybe Uncle Tick, something posted about someone was racist or whatever, and like man, everyone was like going at her in the comments, and fair enough. Like someone's been racist. Oh my gosh, call them out. But it was like you could feel the like burn in what people were saying. It was like, this person, find her address, find her office, find her. And I was like, whoa, this again. I agree, call out racism, of course. But I was like, people are really, they're
really extreme.
It's a frenzy. But it's the times we live in. We got to deal with it. It's all good, you know.
Which is like the scariest thing about like putting yourself out there. That exact thing that you just said, like. Just, I don't know, because people really do get off of the fact that, like, because for the longest, celebrities and, like, more so influencers have felt, like, untouchable. And so now they're very much not so untouchable. Like, they're very, very, very easily influenced. They're very easily controlled by the masses, if anything.
And I think the issue is that people equate small-time influencers with mega celebrities. So, like, when the whole Ellen DeGeneres thing happened, like, don't get me wrong, of course it's sad, but hey, she's got like $60 million mansion to like chill in, and she can go anywhere in the world where she wants at any point. Whereas like a small-time influencer who isn't making that much money, and then gets the same level of hate, it's like, I don't know anything to fall back on.
Yeah,
so.
It's definitely one way to blow up, but I don't know how sustainable it is.
Yeah.
Especially if you're coming out of like a small place in New Zealand, I don't think you can like thrive off too many controversies here.
No, definitely not. And I think some people invite it, and some people are very emotionally led, and they enjoy controversies and they enjoy that sort of thing. Whereas I'm too sensitive, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I can always, of course, you have to have criticism. You have to have your critics, and you can't please everyone. It's so true. But at the same time, sometimes it's just like, are they not big? Let me be clear. If someone is being racist or offensive or anything like that, call them out, go crazy on them, obviously. But if there are small controversies which are not like that, you've got to think to yourself, let's breathe. There's a human being behind what you're saying. There's a human being reading what you're saying. Let's just all take a breather and think, is there something else that I could be focusing on here rather than dragging this person?
Just think.
Try
anyway.
Just try. There's a person behind those comments.
Real quick, I just want to mention this. Have you seen... Are you in touch with like Cenat and them people?
Oh, vaguely, yeah, for sure, yeah.
Yesterday, some shit went down. Bro.
Oh, go on.
So yesterday, he's still on his subathon thing where like he just streams 24/7 for like.
Say Cenat, one of the biggest streamers in the world.
Yeah,
the biggest.
He's up there. It's like Speed, Kai, Aiden Ross, maybe. They're like the big three. And he keeps getting celebrities on and whatsoever. And he had a magician on yesterday, and this magician was like. I don't know what trick he was doing, but basically he had a bunch of, what's the thing that you like, hang yourself by?
Oh, a noose.
A noose. He had multiple nooses, and he put himself in one, and he asked Cenat to pull one of 3 things, and he pulled one, bro, and it pulled him up. And bro, it was such a big fucking controversy. People are calling Kai to be banned. Nike has unfollowed Cenat.
Did he die?
He was hanging for a couple seconds, but then apparently he just faked it was a prank. But it was insane. It was so scary, bro. I watched it like live, and oh my god, bro.
Oh my
God. It was fucking terrifying, bro.
That's insanity.
Yeah, and he like quickly escaped from the house, and he made a video being like, "Ha, gotcha," blah blah blah. But like Cenat was fucking stressing because, bro, like that's like his whole fucking career almost done, like just from that.
Oh my gosh.
He was supported by Nike, and Nike unfollowed him on Instagram. Like it's to that gratitude.
I can't. That's craziness.
Yeah.
But then the only thing I want to ask though in Kai's defense, it wasn't his idea.
No, he was not in on it.
So that's not really fair, then,
Yeah.
is it? Really?
But it's still like the idea that they showed like a man. Yeah.
But this is the issue with being live.
Yeah.
You can't control those sorts of things, right?
Yeah.
Everyone said, and this is the thing, right? People talk about streamers and influencers, right? This is the thing with TV and movies. These are people who've been through drama school, been through training, been through media training, who have teams and teams and teams of people who are post-production, editing, blah, blah, blah. But if you're just a streamer and something happens on stream that's out of your control, well, then it could derail everything.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Mad.
100.
Well, good to know that.
So yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna go live anymore, guys. I don't know what's gonna happen around me.
Taking a
So
break.
yeah, I'll just be doing TikTok videos. All right, real quick, fucking paywall ads are the most fucking annoying thing. Paywalls are the most annoying thing ever, and they fucking suck. They suck especially when like I'm opening an article or it's like. I think it sucks mainly when it's like news. You open a news article and you're reading, paragraph 1 is done, paragraph 2 is boom, done, and then you try to scroll and it's a fucking paywall thing.
Yeah.
How do you share the sentiment?
I do. Yeah, well, yes and no. So essentially, I think it's so right what you were saying yesterday is that actually they kind of have to have paywalls to keep journalism alive, right? Because so much is being dictated by big tech like Facebook, Google, TikTok, whoever. So that actually a lot of these smaller publications, they need to have these paywalls to survive. Does it make it more aggravating? It's still so aggravating.
Yeah.
Two quick things to say. Firstly, the only thing I've ever subscribed to is called The Athletic. Have you ever heard? Yes,
come on.
of course. The Athletic. So the reason why I like The Athletic so much is that for football, I'm a big Newcastle fan, and they, rather than like the regular newspapers that were just sort of like right here or there, they're quite a London. I'm from London, but I support Newcastle, who are way up north. A lot of the sports journalism in the UK is very London-based, so northern teams are like an afterthought. Whereas The Athletic have dedicated writers for each team. So I was like, boom, I want to read about Newcastle. However, and I don't know if this makes me a bad person. I'm sure many things do, but I use remove remove paywall or whatever.
Yeah.
I just fire it through that, and I just never have to use a paywall. But I did actually genuinely have a subscription to The Athletic. I think they had like 6 months for like $1 a month. I ended it after 6. So bad. Oh my gosh. But yeah. So essentially, do I agree with paywalls? Well, I guess no, but at the same time, we used to pay for newspapers, so it's silly to think that we can just get all this stuff for free. I don't know. It's a really complex one.
Yeah, I do understand that, like, what is it called? Like the advertising model of news is really, 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 really poor at the moment. Yes. And I think just in general, us, or maybe me, more specifically growing up, like, this era of the internet was called the age of the information, or like the age of information, right?
Yeah.
And so now, when it was free for the longest, and now suddenly people are like trying to not monetize, I guess sustainably make a living off of their work. It's like such a foreign concept.
Yeah.
But I think we're slowly like getting there. Like, more than often, people do have a Netflix subscription. More than often, people do have a YouTube Premium subscription.
Yeah.
Like, I have a ChatGPT fucking subscription.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think if there's
I have all of the above of what you've just said. Yeah, I literally
like,
do.
If there's real value in that, people wouldn't. I don't know. It's just I don't know. I'm weird with news articles though.
I think what would be good is, because obviously before it was related to newspaper sales, right? And the sales be based on what exclusives you can get. So I would say that if it's obviously impossible to do, but well, maybe not impossible, but if there was some kind of like centralized news body that you subscribe to, and then they dish out to the websites, to the news websites, based on how many views they get, like that could be quite an interesting one. So like, you pay to like New Zealand or whatever, and then if there's a big story about like some celebrity, I don't know, doing something, and stuff get the exclusive rather than the Herald or Don Post or Don Post stuff. You get my point. And then everyone's going to stuff. They're like, okay, this month stuff got this many clicks, so they get all the money. But then that's open to manipulation by people just putting up crap. So yeah, it's a real tricky situation. But I do obviously, of course, you've got to support journalists, and they do really important work. And we don't want to see big tech get too much power. But at the same time, for people like us, well, for anyone, it's annoying. Like, it really is.
Yeah. And I think there's like a way to go about it rather than like people, the audience is not dumb. If they find value in your work, they will pay for it. And I think it's just a matter of like actually showing your work. Like, do give one article away for free. See what happens.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, yeah.
I don't want to resort to remove paywall. It's bad because journalists' work is so crucial. It needs supporting, and clearly, they need this money and they need to have sustainable models. But at the same time, being teased by anything, like you say, the second paragraph or whatever, being blurred out,
my blood, man.
Oh God, I'm trying to read about something interesting and you just cut it off. Not good.
With that being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning to the App Podcast. We'll see you tomorrow.
Ciao, ciao. See you tomorrow.
Peace.